This quick tutorial will show you how to make a glossary post. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to search to make sure that our post is not already in the glossary. The best thing to do is to browse by alphabet and hit the all button. I have not had very good success with getting this search to necessarily find the term that I'm looking for. Duplicate posts are never permitted, therefore you have to make sure that somebody else didn't already pick your post. So once I have all of them on the screen, I can scroll down. I can either scroll through them or I can use Control F. When I use Control F, I can just type in dose response curve. Okay. And what I'll notice here is that although dose is posted, dose response curve is not. That is an acceptable term. It's in bold in the text that I'm using today. So now I'm going to add that. So I'm going to add a new entry. The new entry is dose response curve. It's very important that you spell it correctly so that if somebody else is searching for your term, they find it. Any misspelling on the concept, and you'll not be able to earn credit. Now from the book, I'm going to type in the definition. So this is a plot of the dose of the chemical relative to the percentage killed. That doesn't really mean a lot sometimes to us. So I can add a picture of a dose response curve, and I would do that in this case, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use these buttons here. These buttons allow me to do lots of things. I can change the font. I can make it a little nicer if I want to. I can change the size. I can change the color. Any of those things, right? But what I want to do is I want to add a picture of what a dose response curve is. If I was going to add a video, like a YouTube, I would do it here. If I'm going to add an image, I would do it here. So I'm going to find or upload an image. There's a couple of ways to do this. One way that I can do this is by going directly to Wikimedia. I could go to my Google Drive if it's something that's stored there. If I have a Dropbox, Flickr account. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Wikimedia. And I'm going to type in dose response. And see if Wikimedia has anything. And I do see examples of dose response curves. That's what these are, right? So I could select one of these dose response curves, and I could post that. And I would hit select this file and insert it. I don't have to do it that way. Flickr Public is actually a storehouse of photographs. So you can search for publicly posted photographs here. Dose response curve, not a photograph. It's not going to be on Flickr Public. The other way I can do this is with the URL downloader. Let's say it's not a Wikimedia thing. And so I just found it by searching. And now I hit images. And now I see lots of dose response curves. And the one that I actually want to post, maybe, is this one, right? I like the way this one looks. As you can see, this is not a Wikimedia post. So I go here and I hit view image. Of course, that one's blocked. I'll try one other one. So here we have the dose and we have the response of something. Don't know what this is. I have this up here, which is my URL. I can do one of two things. Once I have this on the image page by itself, I had to hit view image right here to get it on the page by itself. I can hit Control C, copy the URL of that actual spot, go back here, and now I can post that in there and hit download. Bingo. There's my image. That's what a URL downloader does. I'm just going to link directly to the file, select this image, insert, ask me if I want a description. No, I don't. There's my image. The other way that you can do, but doesn't always work, is on a Chromebook you would have to use the Alt and right click, right? You can do copy image, and then over here you can go right click and paste. But sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you'll have to use Control C and Control V. Now I got to pick the chapter that it goes with, if there is a category. Yes, there is. Keywords. Okay, so there's some important key words that I could put in there that have to do with this post from the book. The other way that it could attach an image is I could put it in this box, but I'm going to show you why that doesn't necessarily look as nice in just a minute, right? I can do this here, I can find the image the same way, choose the file, wherever it is, Google Drive or wherever it is, Wikimedia, and do it this way. But I'm not going to do that, and I'll show you why in a second. Not necessary, but you can go ahead and click that box off if you think about it. If not, the teacher will take care of that later on. Hit Save Changes. My post is now there and waiting to be approved. You'll notice here that this image is showing directly on my post. If I go back here and look at all, I'm going to pick on Michaela for just a second because she posted it the other way. You can see that this post by this student has the image as an attachment. That's perfectly fine to do it that way. But this one, the image is actually in the definition. In this one, the image is in the definition right here. Okay? Any comments that are left for you will be listed right underneath, right? So I left a comment for that student right there. And the important keywords are listed right here. So that's how you make a post. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. If not, happy searching.